My name is Terry Morgan Fowler. I'm president of the Baltimore Center Stage Board of Trustees. You'd think I would know the name of my theater. It is my honor to welcome you to Center Stage, the State Theater of Maryland. Yeah. I hope you've had a tremendous day of learning and discovery and friendship and inspiration, all while celebrating the artistry within you. Center Stage is incredibly proud to be part of this special day, for we have been dedicated to providing quality education programs throughout our 55-year history. Today, our education programs use theater to make learning purposeful and meaningful for students, teachers, and families, nurturing artistry and catalyzing creativity. Over 750 K-12 students from all over the state participate in our Young Playwrights Festival, working closely with Center Stage teaching artists and classroom teachers to learn about playwriting and crafting their own 10-minute plays. Several of those plays are chosen every year to be professionally produced on this very stage. High school students partake in our drama club, a free year-long theater training program designed to cultivate creativity and life skills, all while rehearsing and presenting a play. New this year, Center Stage has collaborated with Middle Grade's partnership on Stories Make the World, a unique storytelling workshop program that enables students to improve their writing, speaking, and listening skills while nurturing their unique voices. For our main stage productions, we bring thousands of students to Center Stage for school matinees, many for free, with tickets and buses subsidized by generous Center Stage donors. And we've just launched our family series, presenting live theater for our youngest audiences. We take great pride in being the State Theater of Maryland, and we understand our responsibility to provide education programs of the highest caliber to all the children across this state. Now, I want to recognize and give huge thanks to the First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan, and the Maryland State Department of Education for facilitating this event and for being valued partners for all of us delivering arts education throughout our state. How lucky are we that the First Lady of Maryland is not only an outstanding artist, but also a fantastic arts advocate. Thank you, Yumi. Now it is my honor to introduce the Mayor of Baltimore City, Catherine Pugh, a great friend of Center Stage. She has been a lifelong champion of the arts, particularly arts education and the role it plays in developing the young people of Baltimore. She was the CEO of the Maryland Center for Art and Technology. She created the Fish Out of Water project, a public art exhibition that ultimately raised $1 million for Baltimore City schools. And Mayor Pugh helped found the Baltimore Design School. From her time on the City Council, in the House of Delegates, in the State Senate, and now as the leader of our city, her passion for public service has continuously been paired with the belief that great education and great art can build thriving communities. Please join me in welcoming our mayor.
Let me say how excited I am to be here, just to see all these young people, because I believe that within all of us is an artist. You know, whether it is poetry, music, creative dance, art, somewhere inside of all of us is an artist that just needs to be nurtured. I'm really excited to have met Miss Merlin Ziana, who's going to have her own show. You all better watch out for her. She's going to hit the stage and screen, television soon. But to our First Lady, Yuma Hogan, thank you always for being such a great supporter of the arts and an artist yourself. Terry, who's been a longtime friend, I just want to thank you for your commitment as well to the arts. And Alicia Lee, who is a coordinator of fine arts for the Maryland State Department of Education, thank you for being so engaged in efforts to increase arts throughout our communities, throughout the state of Maryland. As a former oboist, pianist, poet, children's book writer, I believe so strongly in the arts. The Fish Out of Water project, which did raise $1 million to wire our classrooms, but also ended up providing instruments for our children in our public school system. I could never have been more excited than to think through the concept of developing the Baltimore Design School, to see those young people. I get to speak at their first graduation of 6th graders very shortly. When Maryland students are given the chance to study the arts, it makes an impact on their lives. It helps them to develop character. It also helps in their work and in their life in general. I am so excited that we continue to do these kinds of programs in this great theater. I've been so impressed with the many young people that I walk and see every day throughout our city who are so talented and who also are always looking for opportunities to display their art. I also want to thank the First Lady of Maryland for her own artistic talent and your commitment to MICA and all the work that you've done over the years. Let me take this opportunity to introduce to you our First Lady of the state of Maryland, Yumi Hogan.
Thank you, Terry, and Mayor Pugh. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm so happy to be here with you all. I came earlier. I saw some other room drama and also another dancing here, tap dancing. That was so wonderful. I thank for Mayor. Thank you for the support. You know, you here tonight, and also you're working so hard for Baltimore City. Baltimore City is very, very important. Also, thank you for Terry, this open for venue. It's beautiful. I came, I think, about a month ago. I checked every venue. It's beautiful. Last time also construction is finally you finish. This is beautiful, right? So thank you for the all who's still working. Actually, you know what? First, I want to congratulate all students on their fantastic performance here, and to all the teachers involved. I hear St. Mary's County, long drive from you here, and Rondo County, and Annapolis, all different Baltimore City. We are all across the Maryland. Thank you so much. We are all involved here. We are so lucky also, tonight all together. Festival want to have been possible without passion and dedication from several partners here today, and the Maryland State Department of Education, Maryland State Art Council, the Mount Vernon venues, and Peabody, and all other partners. We are all the advocates, organization, everything organized. Everything together. We are, without them, we don't have this event. Let's give them big round of applause. I am so thrilled by the growing arts community and the support we have in Maryland, in Baltimore City. You just heard from Mayor. I went to the MICA. This is Baltimore City, is my home school city. Very important. Baltimore City, we are so many art education places everywhere. This, Baltimore City is also long history. We are so thankful, from Mayor support the art. Thank you. This is festival is an example of how important art is and how we can bring the people together. Art brings community together. It doesn't care who you are, where you came from. Art makes community equal. Don't you agree? Art is very important, right? I'm an artist myself, so we are dancing, drama, poetry, music, everything. Today, even though when you go to restaurant, their presentations beautiful, right? Everything is art. In the landscape, who's the outside, beautiful, they're all landscape. They call art too. Everything art. Without art, nothing. So we are tonight, we are all working together, then not only tonight, continue, we're gonna working together to community. We are all together, right? Thank you for your join. Thank you, come all together. We are looking forward. So see, but if I couldn't make it all the end, but I'm gonna hear from who's here. So thank you. Enjoy, we are all together. Thank you inviting me. Thank you.
Hello again. My name is Alicia Lee, and I am the freshly appointed Fine Arts Coordinator for the Maryland State Department of Education. I want to give you a final congratulations on this wonderful day. I've talked to hundreds of students. Today with smiles on their faces, from master classes to performances, teachers that are inspired by seeing the work of other teachers and students together. And so we're really excited. This is a celebration of arts education in the state of Maryland, and the Maryland State Department of Education is committed to uplifting and elevating the work that you all do in schools every day. So congratulations to you. All right, we cannot get enough of recognizing the people who make this day possible. So first, if you are a student or teacher, will you stand so we can recognize you? Thank you so much. Thank you to our partners, the Maryland State Arts Council, Arts Education in Maryland Schools Alliance, Maryland Citizens for the Arts, the Baltimore Office of Promotions and the Arts, Alumni of Maryland Schools Arts Programs, Mount Vernon Place Conservancy, Leaders of Tomorrow Youth Center, Future Makers, Young Audiences of Maryland, Barbara Liedl, the Office of Mayor Catherine Pugh, and the Office of the First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan. Let's give a round of applause for our partners, please. Thank you to all of our masterclass teachers. I saw a tap dance right on this very stage. You guys were working so hard, and everyone was thrilled to be sweating all over the floor. I really loved watching you. Thank you for all of our hardworking volunteers, answering questions and helping to direct traffic. Thank you to Doobie's Restaurant here in Mount Vernon for providing our staff and volunteers with lunch and breakfast. And of course, from my heart, thank you to the rest of the Fine Arts Office, to Lillian Jacobson and Emily Corey. If you got an email or communicated with them, will you give them a round of applause? That's right. Nearly everyone. Yay. And now a huge thank you to our venue partners who have opened up their beautiful creative spaces to fill them with student work. St. Ignatius, Mount Vernon Methodist, Baltimore Center Stage, the Walters, and Peabody. We have just a few representatives from some of our venue partners. Some of you have come up to me today to thank me for this event, and you have to know that this is the work of so many people on your behalf. Every institution that we visited to say, hey, we have this idea for Maryland students to be highlighted in this way, every institution jumped at the opportunity because you guys are worth it. We believe in your magnificence. Yes, we believe in your talent, and all of this work is for you, and we hope to do it again. Next up, we have Father Rizzo from St. Ignatius. Please greet him with applause.
Thank you. I hope you all had a great day. And whether you took a class or saw a performance in St. Ignatius Church. I hope you got a chance to go in there and take a look at the painting I told you about this morning. The church completed in 1856. The painting behind the high altar was painted by the gentleman who painted the interior of the U.S. Capitol. As I said this morning, education is important to St. Ignatius Church, and the arts are important to St. Ignatius Church. We have an art gallery in the lower church, and we host many concerts and lectures throughout the year. So that means that this festival and art education are important to St. Ignatius Church. So we hope you all had a wonderful day. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. I am Fred Bronstein. I'm the Dean of the Peabody Institute, and it is a pleasure to be here with all of you. And we were just really pleased to be part of the 2018 Best of Maryland Arts Education Festival. I want to thank Emily Corey and the Maryland State Department of Education staff. They were just fantastic to work with. Also, our Peabody faculty who offered sessions today, Joe Bergstaller, Marilyn Gray, and Sarat Bashtep Gray. Our Associate Dean, Sarah Hoover, and especially our staff, Ellen Slusarczyk. So you likely know Peabody as a conservatory and as a preparatory. It was actually founded, what you may not know is it's actually founded as a cultural center for Baltimore. For all kinds of arts, for visual arts, for music, for letters, for literature, with the Peabody Library, a lecture series. That's how Peabody came into being 160 years ago. But today, of course, the school is dedicated to training young artists for the future. But in a sense, we're really rediscovering the founding vision of Peabody. We're really building our training of future artists today around 5 critical things: excellence, interdisciplinary study, innovation, community connectivity, and diversity. And some of these may be obvious. Excellence, because you all know you're involved in arts, you have to have a very high standard and do your best, and it's all about excellence. In the interdisciplinary space, we're part of course, a great university, Johns Hopkins University, so we're interested in where does music intersect with other kinds of things, like music and medicine, for example. Innovation is critical. We're 160 years old, but we're thinking about the future of the art form. So with our new breakthrough curriculum, we're really training young artists to think about what their roles are as citizen artists in the 21st century. And in our community connectivity focus, we're taking that curriculum and we're really looking at the community around us and seeing that community as really as an extension of the classrooms and the studios at Peabody. And diversity is critical. And that, for me, for us, is really about the fact that we all want to grow audiences for the future for arts. This is really important. But in order to do that, we need to have diverse audiences. And you can't have diverse audiences without having diverse performers. And so that becomes a critical part of the mission for us going forward. Which really brings me back directly to the Best of Maryland Arts Education Festival. And your role as young artists is vital, it's critical, and that's true whether you become a professional artist or not. If you do choose the path of being a professional, we don't want you to just be outstanding practitioners, but great teachers and great audience builders. That will be the most important thing that you ever do. But if you don't enter the world of a professional artist, you will still have a passion for arts your whole life. It will change you, and also you will be a part of that audience, which is so important for arts in general. So I hope this has been a really inspiring day for you. Peabody has been delighted to be a part of it. And it's now my pleasure to welcome back to the podium Alicia Lee, who, by the way, is a Peabody alum.
Well, everyone, we have reached the end of our day. What an adventure we've had. Today is the inaugural festival, and we're happy to say that we'll be doing this again next year. We hope you'll come back. Yes? So again, I just want to remind you, if someone asks you what you did today, you can say you spent the day with over 300 student artists from across the state of Maryland, from 14 counties, and that you learned and expanded upon all that you know, and you shared your creativity and enthusiasm with tons of citizens here in Baltimore City. We hope that you had a wonderful day, and we have a special surprise for you. As you exit, if you'll exit slowly, we have t-shirts here, and we have enough t-shirts. They're like, oh. We have t-shirts in every size. So as you exit, please grab a t-shirt. Thank you so much.